Hello everybody, welcome back to Krafted TV. Today I will be teaching you the Krafted way on how I bleach frontal units. I have everything on the table, everything I always use. I use 30 volume developer. I love Quick Blue better than the original, I forgot what it's called, but the cheaper version of bleach. I just like it because it's blue. Maybe that's what it is too. Sorry about that. But it's also thick and consistency, and it bleach knots better for me without seeping through. So we're gonna use that. Got to be, and I also have shimmer lights to tone the lace. And right now I have like 2 units for clients that I received, and I'm gonna teach you how I customize each unit, no matter how it comes, no matter the lace, no matter the texture. Every unit is different, but I'm gonna teach you how to always get it right on every unit and never letting it seep through and over bleaching your knots and stuff. Like, that's very important, like especially when you first get into wigs, because that's a scary moment. Like, and then you gotta figure out a way to unravel it, and then sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's so over, like it's done. So I'm gonna teach you the Krafted way. So right now I'm taking the units out of the packaging, and I'm just like combing it through, just looking at it, feeling the lace, feeling the hair, making sure the unit is. See how this unit is like so different than the other one. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they use a lot of lace, which is okay. It's nothing wrong with it. This still is not going to stop the process of the bleaching process. It's still going to do the same. And that's why I also use 30 volume developer, because 30 volume developer is a longer process, but you can watch 30 volume developer more than 40. 40 is a faster process. I could use 40, but for this video I'm using 30 because 30 is what I feel like a beginner should use, just so you can know how long each process. I mean, you can watch the process of the knots bleach. Sometimes the volume developer can be too fast, and girl, you lose it. I don't know. You gotta watch before you're on the developer. With 30 volume developer, you can sit back, you can probably clean, wash some dishes, go take a shower, do some things. But 40, go ahead and pop a chair right by the table, because it's really over it. Like, gee. But yeah, I'm getting into the video. I'm spraying down the flyaways and everything that basically is gonna stop, is away from the lace, because when I bleach the knots, I don't want the baby hairs or the flyaways to get in the bleach. So that's very important. So I figure out a way, and I found some other techniques and stuff where spraying them away is the best way. Some people use foam. Y'all can use foam, but I don't want to waste foam. Spray just 1, 2, 3. It's not really a waste for me. I feel like foam, like especially Nairobi, that's like $15 right now. Like, I could do a little spray, for me, because I'm gonna wash it anyways. I'm gonna condition it. It's gonna come out good. So I don't really. That's what's working for me right now. So that's what's working for me all the time. So I'm just combing it, make sure all the flyaways are back, nothing is on the lace, nothing is in the way. In the video, I just should have used a little bit more hairspray to like make sure the flyaways are back a little bit more, because I am moving the wigs, showing the wigs to you guys a little bit, and I'm moving it, and I'm basically messing up like the process for me. But I did show you in the video on how I fix it. Just stay tuned. Okay, so let's get in the bleaching process. Y'all, I don't play about my gloves. Y'all need to put some gloves on. This stuff burns. Like, gee, like, it burns. Like, if you don't take it out quick or put some water in your hands, it burns. And I don't know how people be doing it with no gloves, but me personally, I'm putting some gloves on, and it's gonna be blue. Period. So right now, I'm putting a scoop in my little bleach container, and I'm gonna put a scoop on each side, because I believe in my measurements. I don't use a scale, but I like to use a full scoop for a lace. Yeah, I like, just me personally. You can use this type of measurement if you like, but me personally, I like to use a scoop for a lace. For a closure, I like to use a half a scoop. I don't like to measure all that stuff when it comes to like, you know, measure, because I don't got it. You know, I don't, and then I just don't remember to get it. So that's my formula. That's my method. You know, I just put some developer. How I put developer, I put a little bit and I mix it up a little by little. Um, right now, I'm looking at the way I'm doing it, and I can't really tell, but I am mixing it, making sure it is a thick consistency, meaning you gotta make sure it is a toothpaste consistency, cream cheese consistency, those type of consistency is needed. Right now, I'm just making sure the consistency is right. It's not too liquidy. It's not too thick. Because if it's too thick, it won't bleach your knots the way you want it to. It's just gonna sit on top of the lace and not seep through. But you want it to seep through just enough just to bleach the knots and not the hair. So that's the consistency I'm looking for. Y'all, if it's too thick, just add some more peroxide, and if it's too runny, just add some more powder, because you want it to be that cream cheese consistency for real, for real. Now we're gonna go in and put the bleach on the lace. I like to use a knife, a plastic knife. You can use the metal if you like. It don't matter. It's your freaking wig. I ain't gonna tell you how to do nothing, but how to do it right. You know what I mean? But I like to basically glide it. It's like easier for me to glide it than anything else. Sometimes I can use like a bleaching, like a hair bleaching tool, but I personally like the knife because I like to spread it like it's cream cheese, like it's mayonnaise. I like to spread it like it's mayonnaise on the lace because that's the way to do it. It's no pressure. Basically, spread it like you spreading mayonnaise or cream cheese on a toast that's not toasted, like a bread that's not toasted. Like you have to do it so lightly so you won't put a hole in the toast. So I do it just like that. Like if you never put peanut butter, mayonnaise, or cream cheese on a bread that wasn't toasted, and you gotta try it. So you could be a little like pressure by hand. You can also check your work. You can also go through the lace and go through each row and make sure your work is profoundly good. And if it's not, rinse it off immediately. Don't even be like, oh, it's gonna be good. Rinse it, girl. Rinse it. Dry it like I just did with a blow dryer and redo it, because once it works through, it's done. So right now I put the foil just so it can oxidize upwards and grasp all the knots. That's how I always get it right too. Any lace, no matter what company it comes from. Sometimes it do need more time than the other. For this one, it did. For this lace I'm doing right now, it needed more time than the other one. So right now I'm using a different tool. This is the tool I was talking about, and I'm lightly gliding it on the lace. And you can use this one too. This lace is softer, so I am using a different brush in a different way. I'll teach you guys two ways. Just go upwards. That's the way I do it. I don't like to put bleach on the knots that any other way. I feel like upwards keeps everything, like it keeps control. Like if I do it downwards, I feel like I'll be too firm. So when I glide upwards, I feel like I'm more of like a softer touch to it, which also helps with not seeping through the lace. And I also like to put bleach a little bit above the knots too, just to make sure it gets all the knots, because sometimes you put a little too far back and it doesn't go through. So right now I put some water in my hands, and I'm basically gliding my hands through the lace, because when it also that this lace right here is like super. I don't bleach any of the knots. I mean, any of the baby hairs, and I put some water in my hands and I'm pinching it. Basically, the water helps stop the bleaching process, and I like immediately. So anywhere you put water, it starts the bleaching process. So that's what I always do. I put some water, or you can use foam. Like I said, it's water based, and put it right there immediately, like if you think it's seep through. So this is the close up. See that baby hairs? I picked that up. Yep, see the baby hairs? See what I'm talking about? Pick that up. I'm gonna pick that up on other hairs right now. See, this one is good. So right now, they're done. I'm just checking the process. In the video, I did forget to show you guys, I do use Tressemme conditioner and a moisture conditioner. I use that after I shampoo the bleach out, and I leave it in the hair for 30 to 45 minutes just to keep that soft texture. I'm just making sure all the baby hairs are where it needs to be. Nothing is touching the bleach. This is what I'm talking about, where you use dirty volume developer, because you can like literally take your time and and basically pull off any of the hairs that's on the bleach. That's what's like, like I always do this for every lace. I don't care if it take me 3 hours. I'm gonna take my time, and I'm making sure it don't seep through. Right now, I am rinsing off the process of the bleach, and I'm using some shimmer lights, and I am putting it on a lace. I don't really know how, like, I put a lot. Okay, so I leave it sometimes I leave it for like 45 minutes just to make sure it's like completely off. Sometimes it depends on the lace. To be honest, it depends on the factor. It just depends. Like, you really have to watch it. If you have to do the process again, do it again. Like, I'll do it again. I just keep doing it until it's like it's the way I feel like it needs to be. And if you got to go through the bleaching process again, do it again. It's like, just do it again and make sure like all the knots are, good this time. And I just feel like, yeah. So right now I'm just detangling all the knots and everything on the unit while it's wet. I like to do this for curly hair in general, because I like to make sure the unit dries. I like to make sure it dries like really defined. For this unit, I'm just also gonna brush it through just to make sure it take all the knots and stuff. I don't really need to define anything. This is straight hair. It is usually when it's wet, it's gonna get wavy. It's natural. But this is the final process with the knots. It is bleach. It is toned. You don't see no ashen. There's no bronzy. There's no nothing. This is how it's supposed to be, and this is the Krafted way. And right after this, I'm going to customize it. I'm also going to show a video that is also going to be a separate video, because I don't want this video to be long. I don't want any of my videos to be long, because I want you guys to really get every step of the way, every process I always did. And this is the behind the scenes. This is the behind the scenes of every wig I ever had. And thank you for watching. For more videos, I love you guys. Bye.